Welcome back, guys. I was waiting for a few subscribers to join. Apparently, they're having problem connecting, so I'm gonna continue the game. This is where I left off from the previous stream, Emilia number 9, and now I'm gonna do Emilia number 10. I went with Roman, and then I didn't wanna, kill the citizen because he's trying to attack me stab me with a knife. I could have easily just shot him. I didn't want to do that, but if he's gonna give me a hard time this time, I'm just gonna kill him, unfortunately, and or maybe hurt him enough so he can back off. So here we go. I see one subscriber joined. All right, good. What's that noise? Okay, so she's is anyone there? Is she gonna come trying to find me? I think so. Yeah, she's gonna find me now. Alright, so unfortunately, let's just get that ready because this he's annoying. We just need to hurt him a little bit. You don't have to kill him. There he is. Ah, too bad. Oh well. So, I mean, I don't want to get hurt with his knife. You know, he wants to hurt me no matter what. He's gonna keep attacking me until I hurt a little bit, and then he backs off, or I attack him a little bit until he's hurt, then and then he backs off again. So, I mean, I tried, and I'm not gonna mess up this game again because of him. And you can hear the little ladies crying for him. This is war. I mean, I get attacked, I get raided all the time, so this could be one of the guys that tried to attack me and took my stuff. And then basically it's a survivor. Survivor the fittest, unfortunately. See, I got the helmet now, so we really need to upgrade that weapon shop. What I usually do is try to grab what I need right away. So I'm gonna try to open up all the doors, so whoever comes next, Katya is gonna come next. She has 12 slots, so she's gonna be able to carry more things, and then we'll be able to haul a lot of more stuff from here, and then grab our stuff. I thought someone was gonna join. Someone messaging me saying they're gonna join, but they're not joining. Okay, so grab the bullets. Oops. No, I'm leaving that. So basically in here you guys can store things in one locker. The medicine, if you take that, and we can trade it with the guy from the garage, and he gives you a lot for that because he wants to save his dad. So for one medicine he'll give you a lot because he's desperate to save his dad. So we can do that. Basically I'm grabbing what I need for now, and then when we send Katya over, we'll just put them in one place. And you can see I'm grabbing the electrical. We need that. We need 4 of them. It's best to put them in one place. Here's another medicine, so really grab that, guys. We can go to the garage place and trade with that guy that desperately needs to save his dad. So I'm repeating it again. So you can see that there's nothing else to open. Everything is ready, waiting. When Katya comes back, all she has to do is just grab everything, store it in one place, and and so on. Since we have enough time, so I'm just making sure that, oh, here's another electrical, you see. I need 4 of them, so I'm just hoping that I find all 4. If not, and we'll just wait for Katya to pick up everything, and we need the food, so I'll store stuff here. The guitar is for their depression, cigarette they need. So always grab food, no matter what it is. Even though we are farming rat meat, if you find it in the field, just grab it. And vegetables is also rare, so grab that. Eventually I'll be able to have enough material to build my own vegetable field, and if you do it properly, you'll be able to do up to 8 vegetables in 3 days. So that's how long it takes, 3 days to build that. And you can see here now I have to sacrifice. We can grab that later. So I'm okay for now. What I'll do, I'll just send Katya next, and we'll put them in that closet up there on the 2nd floor. Excuse me. Seems like a logical place to put them in. But you notice that everything turned as you are trying to steal. Unfortunately, I mean, whether you put it in a closet, put it in a different rubble, it doesn't matter. The game still counted as you're stealing. I tried to play a whole game almost without stealing. I had difficulty because, I mean, if you don't steal, if you don't kill, basically the game does not progress. You know, it's the design of the game. They want you to do bad things, unfortunately, because this is war and survival of the fittest, unfortunately. And we all do what we can to, like, you know, to survive. And you see it as any status as hungry, try to make it and change it from hungry to not hungry. Pressing the triangle, didn't find out about that for a long time, even though the controllers was right outside. If you hold the triangle, you get the options. It's pretty cool. I didn't use it for a long time, but now that I know how to use it, what you could do, you can have people do many things at the same time. All you do just say, hey, you go get food, you go to bed, you do this, you do that, you know. So it helps multitasking. Anybody who's tired, you can send them to bed. So we're gonna send Katya to bed. And basically, if someone's gonna show up, you have till 11 or almost noon, then you know that nobody's gonna show up. Any visitor that comes by, it's critical that you interact with them. They might have food, like Franco, he's a trader. Others, they want something from you, and others, they just want to give you something because later on, of course, you guessed it, they want something back from you. So they might give you vegetables, wood, or something, depending on the scenario. And later on, they're gonna come back, hey, remember me, you know. Now they want your help in something. I try to help as much as I can, but sometimes if you leave your shelter unguarded, and the thieves come in at night and they know it's unguarded, they come back next time with like a lot of people, and then definitely they're either gonna hurt someone, they're gonna steal everything. And here's someone at the door. So basically here, guys, we're gonna try to get the vegetable, but I don't want to do that yet because I'm trying to get the weapon shop upgraded to full, and then we can concentrate on vegetable. And a lot of people say, hey, we do the water. You can do the water. I try to wait until it snows, then you don't have to do the water. You basically use the stove to melt the snow and make water. So this is material right here that I could use for something else. I'll just save it for now, and once it starts snowing, which is going to start soon because it's getting colder, I'll use the stove to melt the ice to make water. Of course, you still have to make the filter, so you got to build filters still. Then you grab the snow, you put it in the stove. It's going to use some fuel, and basically you melt the snow into the filter in the stove, and you get 4 waters. I'll show you guys that once we get there. Right now, let's see who's at the door. We can zoom out, and it's Franco. So now that I have Franco over, we're gonna use Katya because you see her bargaining skill. So even though she's tired, she needs to rest, and we'll go talk to him. We have a meat up there that we need to gather, so we'll send Emilia to get it first, and we'll talk to Franco with Katya. And you can see, like I said, you put 1 meat, you get 2 back, so there's always an income of 1 meat after 2 or 3 days. There's no set time. My other videos, I talk, in full description of what's happening, what to do, and give you guys a survival guide, basically. Here, there's since we make an income of meat, it's not a good idea to trade meat because you're gonna, to buy meat. We'll buy vegetables until we get our own vegetables. Then we can skip the meat and the vegetables. They'll become our trade-in items. But until then, do what you can. Get water until you start to make your own water. Get wood because it takes 1 slot for 2 pieces. And so that basically how it starts with trading with Franco. We need cigarettes because that makes him happy, so we'll keep that. This is homegrown tobacco, so until I make the vegetable or the herbal chop, I'm not gonna be able to use that, so I trade that in. The medicine, like I told you, don't trade that in because we're gonna go to the garage area and trade it with that person over there. He'll give you a lot for that. From the garage guy, I bought a lot of saws. I had like 20 of those in my previous videos. If you watch them, I didn't have a comments on that one. So we don't do sugar because we're not gonna build distillery, alcohol, and all that stuff. And we can do that later, depending on the series how long that is. If you have 40 days to go through, it might be a while before the game ends. So you can do that. So you'll use alcohol, or moonshine, to make the you can actually build bandages with the workshop. We need books to keep them happy, so for now we're just gonna get the moonshine. So you can see I go through what I have and decide what is that I'm gonna keep or not. This is good for you wanna build toys. If you had children, we don't have children, so we can take that. So unfortunately now I'm at the dilemma where I'm gonna give him to get the items I want. You can remove some of the stuff and then get what you want, and then I usually trade in bullet because eventually the military base will open, and then you can go there and grab almost 200 bullets if you know how to finish that area. So here you can see I'm trading back, and then you see how he has a deal. And before I seal the deal, I always put component because they are the cheapest, and add one. And you can see he said no deal now, so I just remove it, and now I know this is the best I can get for the items I'm trading. I'm gonna get vegetables, water, and wood. Go ahead and do that. Now we can grab more things, but now we have to decide what is it that I want to trade in. Like I said, I'm not gonna trade that in. I can go to the garage and get more better stuff. Franco is really expensive because he knows you're desperate. We have a lot of water, but don't ever trade that in because you can use that for cooking and making vegetables, a lot of things. Electrical we need, so basically there's nothing else left except bullets. So if you're really desperate for items that he has, you can use trade in the bullet. But let's go there right now, and I know that we need electrical, so let's see if we cannot build this. Yeah, so you can see I have electrical. So when I send Katya now out tonight, I'll go to that house we visited with that man we killed. Unfortunately, we can grab all the electrical. And here's Franco's ready. So we can trade in some more stuff. I mean, basically I just leave about 10 bullets in my shelter, We can trade in up to 8 more and leave just 10 bullets. That's sufficient for 2 nights at least of if I get bandits. That'll be sufficient to drive them away if you put at least one guard. I mean, make sure you put a guard. If you don't put a guard, there's no point of having that. Always have a guard on alert, and then when the thief come, when they see you have bullets, they run away. And if I don't get a favorable result, I do a reset, which is that before the game auto saves, I press the option and do exit, and then it's gonna return you to the beginning of the day, which is like a not bad, something to pay for if you want to repeat the day, but this time you're aware what might happen, because sometimes the game randomizes. So if Franco shows up today, if you reset it, he might not show up again. Someone else might show up. So you need to be careful when you do that. So if you get a favorable, say, hey, am I happy with this result? Not happy, then you can do it. If you're happy, you keep it. If not, and then you do a reset and you go on to the next scenario. So right now I think we've done everything that we can with trading with Franco. She's slow. Come on, sleep. And so before you end the day, always leave that person in bed. So here, Roman, we don't need him to in bed. We don't need him in bed. I think we ran the radio, but you can see how it's like now it's hot because I put like 6 fuels in my furnace. So I think we're ready to go for the night, and we're gonna send Katya. So now when I end the night, you're gonna see Katya is fully rested. There she is. So we make her scavenge. That's fine. I usually put Roman for guard and let Emilia sleep. And as you can see, some of the areas are still now blocked. Okay, so now it's due for fighting. So soon it's gonna say due to snow. Construction site, which is I'm happy that it's open. Here, if you read it, it says it's supposed to be luxury resident, but developers in recently military rest control. And we would avenge, you see, okay. So here's the thing. So here it tells you in the details for construction site, there's a sniper over there. So if we take Roman, he might be able to kill those soldiers and get the sniper rifle, which is a great item if you want to go and shoot bad guys from far. Especially when the military base is open, you can shoot them from far if you want. So I'm gonna change this now. Make Katya sleep, Emilia guard, and then Roman is gonna scavenge. So now we have everything set. We're gonna go to construction site. We're gonna try to get the soldiers with sniping rifle. It's tricky. If you make one mistake, it's over. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be fast on the trigger and try to pause the game and then reset it, and we try again on a different day. So here we go. I'm gonna prepare. We're gonna need this and something to kill the soldiers. So like I did in the previous one, I take that, and 4 bullets is sufficient, because once they close, 1 bullet really will kill them after you stab them. If the first stab does not kill them, you gotta come from behind, of course. So we're ready. We have the knife in case something goes wrong. Unfortunately, we don't have an armor yet. I've been trying. That's why I'm trying to update the weapon shop. So I don't have an armor yet. So once we upgrade that weapon shop, we'll have armor. And sometimes these guys drop armor, so that's why it's hard to kill them. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so when you get here, you gotta get a sense whether it's a sniper or not. So I don't believe it's a sniper scenario, because look at those 2 guys on top. They're discussing what they're gonna do. So it's just a military patrol, and if there was a sniper, I would be able to go through here and go up to them. So this is not the sniping scenario. So when I go up there, I gotta be careful what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hide, and while they are trying to get those citizens who's trying to come from behind them, I'm gonna hide on the wall. You'll see in a minute. And this is tricky, guys. If you make one mistake, you don't press certain button at a certain time, whatever, and then it's over for you. And here, as you can see them, they shot the citizen. I'm gonna try to get this guy, and the other guy's gonna run probably. Here we go. Or not. There we go. So I got lucky. They did not shoot me. They did not attack me, which is great. See, so this went smoothly, and there you go. Look, I got the electrical, which I was gonna try to get it from that area we visited earlier with Roman. So that's great. And here's my armor. So this guy had an armor. Let's see what this guy has. I don't think he has a sniper rifle, because the sniper rifle within a different map, you'll see, like I mentioned, the gate is closed and this is open. So there you go. We have another armor, more bullets. Don't leave these things here; they'll disappear after you leave the map. So what I do, I'll just store everything in here. Basically, a locker that has a lock or is locked, that becomes your area save for items. I rarely lose items in here. However, if you leave them in the rubble, you might lose them. So you can see there's a lot of stuff I can put in here. I can grab that, put this. But right now we're gonna be grabbing things. So what I do, I usually put everything. And before I leave, I grab what I want and take it with me. So we have to stay here and scavenge till 4 o'clock in the morning. And there you go. And now we got everything from this guy. We grabbed something next to him. It is something that bothered me, is like, you know, there was 2 guys trying to attack these 2 shoulders. I can't figure out where the other guy is. He must have ran away. So they only show you 1 guy that the army got. I don't know where the other one is, so I'm not gonna try to see it unless I'm not trying to accomplish this game. What you could do, you can try to chase him around if you can, but I couldn't. I tried and tried, and I could not try to see what happened to the other person. No matter what I tried, it just, the game does not allow you to see what happened. But I'm pretty sure he did anyway. So as you can see, guys, now I'm accumulating everything in the locker, which is safe now. And I gonna go up and see what's up there. There's an item flashing, you can see. So climb up. Okay, so here you're gonna need a saw. I didn't bring it with me. So we can bring that next with Katya. Now that the area is safe, you can come back with someone who has a good inventory management, like Katya. I prefer Boris, but you know, we don't have Boris, so Boris has the ability to have 17 slots, and then you'll be able to carry a lot of stuff. Marco has 15. Most characters have 8 and or 10, and then few have 12. If you play the game long enough, you'll figure out which one has what. I don't memorize them. So it's still 2 a.m. So we can just go around, make Katya's job easier by picking stuff up for her and putting it in a closet. And we need to open up this gate here, so that's my purpose of coming down the stairs. So this way, when we leave or when we come back, we don't have this door locked on us. You follow my guide, you'll be able to get these quickly. We're not going to be able to pick up everything because it's like 3 o'clock now. We have less than an hour game time to finish. So now I opened up the gate, so this will be my exit. Let's see what's up here real quick. When I come back here, I'm gonna need 2 saw. There's one in the basement and one on the roof like you saw. So luckily I have plenty of those, or if I ran out, either I can make them, I just go trade them for medicine from the garage guy. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this night by picking up what I need. I usually grab food, of course, and then I scroll down and get the electrical, of course. We can get these if you wanna create a guitar to lighten the mood. Definitely take the armor, all the bullets, of course. So we're gonna run out of space. We have a gun, an AK at home, so we should be alright. So basically, if you leave these here, you can come back with Katya and you're gonna find them here. Not sure if we're gonna need the crowbar. We might. So I'll just leave it here, and now I have an open slot. So what I could do, grab an AK. So we'll leave the crowbar here, since we have another one also at home, just in case we go somewhere else. You can come back and leave it here in the closet, and it'll wait for us. And now we run for exit. You can see that I have about an hour and a half game time, and you can time how long it takes to exit from up there. Almost an hour, oh, maybe half hour game time. And if you don't make it on time, the game tells you that, you know, he was not able to do this. What's up, Ethan? Sorry I didn't see your comments in there. There's a delay. So there's a delay when I'm streaming. Everybody knows that it's gonna be like 10-15 seconds. So if you guys have any comments, just go ahead and say it, and then I'll comment back to you guys. When you come here after the night, you see that you get rated. You can reset that if you don't like the result. So here, because I have enough bullets and it's okay, but however, it says that Emilia seems starting to fit a bit unwell. The game randomized the event, so when they randomize the event, you're gonna have a person sick, wounded, you know, sad, whatever the case is, or they even fight among each other. I found out they can fight among each other. They have an argument and punch each other in the face. So those things happen, you know. They're inside a shelter and they don't like each other. They're strangers, you know. They're trying to cooperate. So those things happen. So here I can actually reset this until I get a favorable result, but that's gonna be boring for you guys and gonna take longer. It's gonna take like 10-20 seconds to do that. But basically all you do is just do that and do leave, and then when you start the game again, it's gonna randomize those events. Gonna feed him and then put him to sleep. We'll use the other characters to pick up the meat and all that stuff. Like I mentioned before, if I have you joined recently, you can, once you build the traps, you put one meat or a fertilizer as a bait. And then when you do that, it's gonna yield 2 more. So here I don't have enough food, and if I had to cook, I would have saved some food on some material on food. And here we go. We're gonna try to cook now, and you can see we're gonna cook 6 meals. He's tired. We're gonna send him to sleep now. She's sleeping. All right. She's cooking that, and usually someone show up by 10 or up to 11 o'clock. If they don't show by 11 o'clock, that means the game is gonna not send anybody to your house, to your shelter. If I have enough food, I usually just feed them the food and make them well fed. Well fed is the best. This means because they're gonna give you a bonus. A bonus is like they run faster. They are stronger and they're happier. So eventually that sad status that she has is gonna go away. Not right now, but it's gonna go away eventually. So we're gonna go ahead and feed them all. We'll wait for Roman to get to the food, and then we'll wake her up halfway. Here we go, and then wake her up. So you can actually synchronize your movement, and then make them do things in a timely, efficient manner. And see, he took her bed. And so you basically manage your time. If you manage your time, you'll be able to accomplish a lot within the 12-hour game time, which is like 10 minutes. We can go ahead and make her sleep. And then Katya is the only one awake, but she's rested, and then we can do things with her. 11 o'clock, then that means nobody's going to show up. So we're going to go ahead and listen to the radio. And you see that the military backed away, so maybe now the military base is gonna show up for us. We'll find out soon, I guess. And then the military say that the military is committing some violence. So yeah, in one stage you're gonna see the soldier attack the citizen, and then I kinda slaughter him for doing that. You can watch my other videos that tells you. And here we go, guys. We can now build the workshop. That's great. That's gonna allow us to create armor, helmets, and all weapons. So basically it's gonna be fully upgraded. And if you notice, I already put an alarm on my doors. Of course I close all the breaches, because you can't do the door unless you close all the breaches. So we're moving along pretty good, because of course I've done this so many times. This is the last scenario of the game, by the way. I finished all of them, and this is the last one for Emilia. Each character have their own scenario, but of course other people join them. They try to make it a full scenario with people. Sometimes you have, I think Marco starts on his own. You can actually finish that game real quick. All you do is just grab food and keep them with you, and as you travel at night and all that stuff, sleep in the day. I've seen people finish it in like, as like 25 days. That's the data, and they finish it without even accepting anybody. It's not fun, but it's fast, and you don't have to worry about them dying or feeding them. So we're gonna go ahead and send Katya over to the next area. So my next goal is to create this, which is herbal garden. As you can see, we're gonna need one component. After that though, we have to upgrade it so we can make vegetables. So we're gonna go ahead and end the night, and there you go. And see, because now the fighting is over, you have all these areas available to you. Let me see, someone knocking on my door. Okay, hold on one second, guys. Alright, I'm back, guys. That was Amazon. Alright, so as you can see, we have a construction site. We can go back and grab the stuff that we talked about. Supermarket, let's see what it says here. Okay, so this is not the scenario, because if it's this drunken soldier who is trying to take advantage of the citizen, it would have been in the beginning of the game. So the game changed, the scenario changes, and then here's the military outpost. This is where you're gonna get all the bullets, all the weapons, and all the stuff from the soldiers over there. I'm gonna show you briefly how to do that, even though I have it so many times listed in my videos, other streams that I made on my channel, Enigma. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how to kill some of the soldiers in there too. We can open, no, I'm not gonna open that right now. I just want to show you how to get the soldiers. You just need a crowbar. You need a knife, which we don't have. So you can actually kill them with the crowbar, but it's not gonna do a lot of damage. And unfortunately, I don't have the shotgun. So this is gonna be a toughie if I take this one. You can do it with that, the shovel. So unfortunately, I gotta take the axe. The axe does not does better damage than the shovel, of course. If something goes wrong, I can always reset, and so this way I don't lose Roman, because once he dies, and then you gotta move on without him. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Show you guys a little strategy. Like I mentioned in my other streams, I show you how to do that with other characters, like especially like Erica. She knows how to sneak real good. Here, when you talk to them, they can tell you they want booze. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I finished this. Yeah, I finished the first part. Alright, so because of the fighting, they did not they closed the area. So here's someone who just showed up. He's gonna see me, he's gonna run after me. Not. Come on. He said, who opened the door? He's just gonna close it. So as soon as he turned his back, I'm gonna try to get him. There you go. And the other guy did not see it, so that's good. We got lucky, guys. That's good. That's why you always zoom out. If you zoom in to see the action, you might miss on what's happening in far away. So now, as soon as I come closer, he's gonna see me and he's gonna try to shoot me, whatever. You always scroll to the left to see what's happening. If he doesn't call his guys, you're okay. And his buddies. Because there's two more left in the back. As soon as you get close, you're gonna see the assassin icon on top of his head. You just kill him. So the hatchet is doing its job better than the knife, of course. Of course, the hatchet wears out, the knife doesn't. So we're probably going to be able to clear this area now. There's one on top. Let's walk slowly. See if it's safe to go. It is. So there's some guy on top. It says enough sleeping. I don't think there's anybody else. So I think that's the last guy. If I make enough noise, he'll try to chase me. See, say what that noise, I could just pop and just shoot him, but I'm gonna let him come by and close. Oh, there you go, he closed the door. He's gonna come over? Come on, where are you? He went downstairs. Did you see me? I think he saw me. Maybe not. No, he did not see me. There you go, he's dead. 6 rounds. Alright, so there's 2 locked areas here. We can grab the saws and finish them up. We're gonna send Katya over, and then because she has the most slots, and then we can store item in the closets if we want to. As you can see, there's a saw here. Did I open? No, I opened that one. That one I opened. So we only need 2 saws to clear the basement. You can see I store stuff here from previous game. Yeah, now I remember the military base. I cleared a few of it, and then because of the fighting, they said that they closed it down. 9 no bullets, so we can take those to the base. I mean our shelter. And when we come back, we just don't even need any weapon. We just need a saw, a crowbar. Yeah, I think we need a crowbar. So we can leave the crowbar here, and then when we come back, we just bring the 2 saws with Katya. If we're gonna come back to this area again. Next. Okay, so we have an empty slot. I'll just take some components. Here we just exit. So you see the hand you're stealing the jewel, that is always going to say that because it's private property. And you can't do anything to change that. It's just that the game tell you that you are in a private location, in private property, taking private items. Day 22. I wonder how long this scenario is. The longest I had was 80, and there was a custom scenario. We went all the way to 80. You can customize whatever you want. And here we got lucky. We didn't get raided or anything. Nobody fought. Nobody's sick. The lawyer's ready to work. She's tired. We let her son go to bed. We're gonna need to make food soon. Oh, come on. It's the game response is like not the greatest. So nobody's hungry, which is okay. And as you can see, I already cleared the area with the axe, so you could have broke down a few furnitures here. And now I got the axe back, and then it tells you, hey, you want to break items, and I'm not gonna do that. Your temperature is okay at 59, 58 is good. Now that we upgraded this, you can see I have some of the armors are available now to build. We can do that. In here, like I said, we're gonna build a vegetable herbal garden, and this is herbal workshop. We need the garden so we can make vegetables, and this one to make medicinal stuff, I think. I remember. No, I think you can make moonshine. Oh, that's just moonshine. Okay, so we need to build this. So that's our goal right now. We can build it. You try to build it to a place where you're gonna visit frequently. So if I'm gonna come to the furnace a lot when it gets cold, so this is going to be close by. So I try to make everything on the same level. The shops, all that stuff, and the furnace, the meat. The meat you can separate. I'd rather put them next to each other. In this case, I don't want them to be too close to each other. I just separated them. So once that's built, we're going to find out what's needed to upgrade. So here you can highlight the upgrade, and it tells you you're gonna need 27 components and a light. Light requires electrical, and we have 4. So if we build the light right now, we're gonna need an additional electrical, and I'll show you in a minute. The light heat lamp. This will make the vegetable grow, simulating the sun, I guess. So you let the other characters sleep and rest for the night, for the day. And then at night we'll take out Katya and we're gonna try to finish the military base. So there's a lot to explore. We can go that place, this place. There's so many places to go to. You just have to make a decision. What do you need the most right now? So you need to go to a place where you need to have component and electrical. I know where that is, or I can take a gamble and go to military base, and I might not find them there. So I'll send her to the place where I know I'm gonna find them, because we need them. However, components, not all of them are there. And you can see all of them are rested, and it's past 11, nobody's gonna show up. We are safe to just end the day. Alright, so like I told you guys, I know where things are for the parts that we need. It's in Root Villa, and unfortunately we killed the guy there. We're gonna make a Roman guard, and we're gonna send Katya over. We're gonna take a crowbar. Oh, we don't have a crowbar. Wait, I think we left it in some places. We're gonna need a saw for sure. So let's go with that and see what we can get. I left the crowbar, made it one in military, one in the other place. Yeah, I think I left it in a construction site and military. So that's 2 crowbars that we need, and we left them in other places. So when you leave them in other places, remember where they are. Especially when it snows, then you have no access to that some areas. And then, if you left good stuff in there, you're not gonna be able to get to them because the game locks you out from that location. And of course, this is stealing, as you can, has the fingers on top. This one is not. So depending on the sign, it tells you whether you are taking private property or not. Yeah, it looks like it doesn't need this. I don't need the saw. I must have done something. So that's what happened when you don't continue the same area. The next, you might forget what you've done here. You end up bringing stuff that you don't need, or you end up not bringing what you need. Plan ahead. You want to write on a piece of paper, go ahead. I'm just playing. So if I need something, I'll come back next night. But you need to be more efficient with your time. So here I have only 1 electrical. So unfortunately, it's not all the electrical. I must have picked up those electrical area from here. So we're gonna go to the military base, and also the construction has some. Yeah, the construction site has some. We can go there too. So that lady up there is not aggressive to me because she lost her husband and she can't really fight me anymore. She's broken. Like your characters get broken, she gets broken. And she said, help, just take what you want, leave me alone. Alright, so we'll just gather everything inside the locker, make sure everything is in there. And here I left, I think, one of the knives in here. Put everything in there, and then so make sure we finish this floor. Yep, we did. And go back down. And you can see when I'm walking, I'm making a lot of noise. If you play with Erica, she's sneaky, so she does not make as much noise when she's walking. So we're gonna dump everything here again, like I mentioned. And before we leave, we'll make sure we'll take anything that we're not gonna use in this area again, like the knife and the saw. We'll put it in a different area. So we're grabbing all that stuff, and once you get full, you go back up to the closet. So it's a good strategy. It's boring, but you know, the game wants you to be efficient at your item handling, so you have to be the more creative, and that's what I did. Once I figured out that you can save stuff inside a closet, I started using that to my advantage. And then, like I mentioned, you don't have to steal. You can walk through this whole place and only scavenge things that do not belong to anybody, but I find it really hard to just survive on that. It's just not possible. And I mean, your guys are gonna starve and die or leave you in the middle of the night. They actually steal your stuff in the middle of the night, as I mentioned that in my previous videos. So now that we got everything, gonna dump everything so I don't have to look at two screens at the same time. I just look at one. So we're gonna take those to trading. This we're gonna use somewhere else. We need the electrical, so we grab the electrical. Only 2, we need 4. Take that so we can make armor. That for a weapon. Take this. That's for trading. Books for them to read, to lift their spirit. You can build a guitar. You can make your own bullets, but it requires a lot of components. I choose not to. I just sell them. The sugar is good for distillery to making moonshine and alcohol. And so as you can see, there's nothing else left. So I'll take the most expensive item, which is in this case is the herbal medicine, I think. Yeah, herbal meds is the most expensive one. And sugar is not that expensive. So I'll take those two. So Frankie comes by, I can use that. Or I'll save them for the garage guy because he wants medicine. So basically we left everything here, and we're going to come back and grab them again if we want to, but we make note of what's in there. Components, which we need, a lot of components, and wood. So we have to come back again if we need the components for upgrading the herbal shop. Alright, so we'll just run to the nearest exit. So basically we scavenge the whole area and put them in a closet for easier retrieving. It's coming on an hour, guys, so I'm gonna save and end the stream. I'm gonna start one in a few minutes if you wanna keep checking when I'm back online again. It's gonna be, I think, Emilia 11, and this is Emilia 10. And here it tells you been raided. So when I start again the game, this might not show up again, or we're gonna have different. So this result is not bad. We lost 5 bullets to fend off ourselves, and we didn't lose any items. Alright guys, with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the game and the stream, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching, and